Reporting live. Reporting live from Murray Regional. Gosh, what are my feelings this morning? Well, my husband said goodbye to them and was like, goodbye, I'll see you again. Didn't really sleep last night, but just because I was nervous, so I put on a full face of makeup. I don't know. I'm excited. I'm a little bit nervous. Last time, right before I went in, I was like, get up and walk out. Don't do this to yourself. But I'm so glad I didn't listen to my intrusive thoughts because I'm so happy with my skin removal, of course. So I'm a little bit nervous because I don't know what I'm coming out with, but I'm excited. And I know that I'll be so happy with this. And honestly, if things didn't work out like so perfectly, like I don't know if I would be questioning everything, but Mateo and I were talking last night that God just really worked out for everything to happen. And I mean, I hustled and hustled and hustled to pay this off, and hard work pays off. Yeah. I feel like it's going to be so much easier than a hysterectomy and a tummy tuck. I think that's it. I think my nurse is coming. I forgot one thing I forgot about something I did for myself last night. Last night I took an everything shower except for shaving, because like you have to shave 2 days before or whatever, because you know, you can't nick skin they're going to use or whatever. But last night I looked in the mirror and I was like, you know what? Thank you to these melons, because you know what? My husband enjoyed them, then I had children, and it sustained my children, and they've really served me well, even if they've caused me pain my entire life. Like, you know, my body has been through a lot, and they've gotten me places, like the goods. And I thought about like when I lost Giada and like my milk came in and like how difficult that was, and like trying to dry up milk when you have a stillbirth, and you know, and like it was like my body was so ready to like nourish my child, you know, even though it didn't know that she had died. And like just all the things, and like all the things that my poor boobs have been through, and now they get their little facelift, and like what a beautiful thing. So yeah, anyways, I thanked them in the mirror last night. I was like, thank you, friend, it's your time to shine pretty soon. So yeah, I did that.
Give us an update.
Oh my God, I'm so sick. Had a horrible reaction to anesthesia.
What's your pain level?
8. I haven't been able to take any pain meds yet because of being so sick.
It's about 7 o'clock. We're gonna try to head home.
So it shouldn't be a problem if they take a deep breath in.
Hi, it's me. I'm here with my update. It has been a week since surgery, And today is really the first day that I've felt well enough to record this. So let's talk about what's been going on this past week and where I'm at, where I'm feeling, everything, just all the things. Okay. So to be real with you, I don't have any makeup on. I'm definitely on pain medication and laundry is going upstairs. So you might hear laundry or you might hear Nunzio because it's like past 9 o'clock at night. So, basically I had a bad reaction to the anesthesia and I had a horrific migraine for, well, I still have it just a little bit. It's more of like a headache now. And I didn't really have such a strong reaction with my first surgery, but this time the migraine and the nausea was just awful. They wanted to keep me overnight after surgery. Surgery lasted 7 hours and ended up being more comprehensive than we originally thought that it would. And I came out of surgery looking terrible, as you could tell in the footage. I could not stay awake. I was extremely nauseous. And basically they wanted to keep me overnight, but then I just looked at them and said, I do not have health insurance. That is not happening. So my cousin Katie and I were just like laughing today about the fact that it was like weekend at Bernie's and I got like thrown into the car. And then I got home and Mateo helped me inside. And I basically just came inside and he had put a recliner right here. And I just slept and tried not to throw up. So that was really, really tough. Coming out, I also had issues with my pain medication. I don't know if it's because of my gene mutation, but when I have Oxy mixed with Tylenol to make Percocet, it doesn't work for me. So, oh my gosh, we had to like figure that out essentially while I was nauseous and still had that headache. And so I ended up getting just the 5 milligrams of Oxy by itself, and I've been pairing it with ibuprofen, and that has been helping with inflammation and pain. So that's kind of where I'm at as far as pain meds. I am continually taking them. I am trying my hardest to not, let it slide, because with the surgery, he ended up going and, when I was over 300 pounds, I had a cup size huge. I mean, they were ginormous. Well, because of that, they were, you saw in my video, like it was a lot of skin. Well, the tissue inside of it was tubular and he wasn't able to use that tissue. So he used the tissue of the excess skin from losing all that weight that was under my armpits and in my back. So he ended up just kind of going and using more tissue than we had originally thought. And so I have incision all the way around. I have the anchor and then it goes all the way around, and it's only about this far from not touching in my back. It almost goes all the way around. So right now, a week later, what's painful is the recovery of underneath my armpits into my back. And so that tissue is really, really just sore. And what's wild to me is that how fast my nerves came back. I mean, Lord Jesus, it's like, when you're pregnant and you have like your nipples are just so sensitive. That's where I'm at with that. I'm like, I could feel the bruise. They are so sensitive, which I was surprised about because people I know have told me, oh yeah, I had no sensation at all for 3 months, 4 months, and to have it right away, right after surgery. Dr. Ndara was really pleased with that and happy about it. But for me, I'm like, oh my gosh, like they are so sensitive. So ice packs have been saving my life with that. and just being so soothing with that, because Lord, it's just like turkey's done 24/7, which is wild. So that's as far as feeling goes with that. Also, something that has been interesting is because I had tubular breasts, which means they grew from here down and they were in the middle of my chest. Like, I've never had, I guess, breast tissue that comes from the sides right here. So the feeling of it is, well, I've never like had, you know, right here, which is crazy. This has always just been kind of skin. And so, that feels wild, but I think just the pressure, it feels weird to have pressure up here, and it's not like just pulling on my back. I have not had back pain at all since coming out of surgery. I always had an aching pain 24/7, like where your bra strap is. I've always had that. And then by the end of the day at work, it was like excruciating sometimes. And I've just lived that way my whole life with back pain. And so it's amazing to just exchange that for having kind of just like pressure and a feeling of actual like tissue up here. So going into surgery, when I was being marked up, the difference between from my collarbone to the tip of my nipple going into surgery was 18.5 inches. And then my cousin Katie and I measured a couple of days ago, and from my collarbone to my nipple is 6.5 inches, which is wild because that's an entire foot of just coming up. So yeah, I am extremely swollen. Oh my gosh, my thighs. Right now I'm in the painful part of the lipo. I'm in the painful part of the lipo. So my legs are purple. I have a tattoo of lemons, and the lemons look rotten. They're just there. So it's kind of, I'm still kind of in survival mode. I've heard that once you get to 2 weeks, you start to really feel like yourself again. So I'm really excited to do that, because for the past week, I've just basically, if I stand too long or sit up too long, I just feel like I'm gonna pass out. And it's really been an issue this time around. So when I went to my doctor's appointment yesterday, Dr. Ndara took out the stitches that go across my back, but I still have stitches right here in my armpits, which are very tender. And so those will come out next Monday. But when I asked him about, you know, just feeling so lightheaded all the time and weak and feeling like I was going to pass out, he told me basically I need to eat more protein and drink more protein, just get as much protein as I can. Because, and I never thought about this, but when your body is trying to heal, it uses the protein stores. And so if there's not really protein there, you know, you're gonna feel lightheaded, you're gonna feel weak. So today I drank a protein shake, and I had protein for breakfast. I had a protein coffee. For lunch, I had a like hamburger patty. I might even just have a protein bar or protein shake before bed here soon. That, you know, I don't know, I did feel better. I felt well enough to throw together some pasta sauce, and then Matteo made rigatoni for dinner. So that was a huge win for me. I was also able to walk up the stairs and grab myself some clothes after a shower. And I took a shower today and then got out and had to sit down. Like, I didn't have to sit down. The first time I took a shower 72 hours after surgery, I had to sit down 4 times during my shower to just catch my breath because I was so weak. So I do think that what he said is true. And I'm going to keep on focusing on just having that protein. So, yeah, and just building up my iron. He said, you know, just try and really build up your iron. Like your blood count might be low coming out of surgery. So I've been taking my Primal Queen, which is the grass-fed vitamins. I really need to get on, I really need to just get on it and start taking all my vitamins again. It's just been a lot, like, it's just been a lot with the pain pills and everything, you know, you're just not yourself. So, but yeah, I asked my cousin Katie to stay till Friday. She was originally going to go home tomorrow, but I'm kind of scared to just be home with my kids and Nunzio because in a week he's decided to become a full-grown man, and he's just all over the place, into everything. He's like baby strong man and just ripping stuff down or ripping things apart, and I'm like, oh my god, like I can't lift him. But I've had him on my lap. I've been able to get down on the floor. Today I was able to get down on the floor with him and just give him like love and cuddles. I know he misses me so much, so I've kind of just grinned and bared it. He sat on my lap because he's so heavy with my thighs, but it'll be really interesting. So that's my update after surgery. I'm so happy with the results. I've never looked like this ever, and it's a lot to take in. So it'll be really interesting to see how I deal with everything mentally, with struggling with like body dysmorphia and all of that. And I just need to get stronger and better every day. I really hope that I have answered all the questions that everyone has asked. Pretty much everybody's just been great about like, hey, I'm praying for you. Hope your recovery is going well. And, you know, I finally feel like I'm on the up and up of coming out of this. It was definitely harder than I thought. And I did not handle it as well as I thought I was going to. But I mean, you know, it's just things that you learn. You know, I had no idea that I would have had this kind of reaction. I had no idea that Tylenol mixed with oxycodone, whatever, would not work because I never had it before. So yeah, but I'll tell you what, the magnesium pills, always my go-to, always helpful in my bloating. I'm back in compression garments again. I don't think I said that, with my legs. So Dr. Ndara recommended 2 months of that, which I've gone through 5 months of being with it, and I feel better when I wear compression at the restaurant. So I'm back in those, and I have a full-on compression bra. And yeah, it's been wild. You know, there's been, through the struggle too, there's been good. Like my cousin Katie being here, we totally acted like girls one night and stayed up till 2 a.m. figuring out our color palettes and our kibby body types and our essence of style. And it was really, really fun because, you know, I miss, like, when you don't talk to your siblings, it's hard because there were good times too, like growing up, and I miss those good times, and we're just, you know, different adults, and it was good to just kind of have that girl time that, you know, I missed. It was like playing MASH again as a kid. But you know, just making a Pinterest board of like what style you want to be and just all that fun stuff. But yeah, so going into this next week, I'm going to focus on getting stronger, eating protein, and just doing some self-care stuff. So if you have any questions, if there's anything that I didn't cover, please let me know. I will happily answer it. and I'm gonna wait a few days and then I will record that after with my shirt, and you'll be able to see the difference. So it is wild, the difference. Like, I can't believe that this is my body. So anyways, I love you. I'll talk to you soon. Tanti Bachi.